And we are live. Me, because I missed y'all for real. I hope y'all had a great weekend. I hope y'all had a productive weekend. As you see, we are outside today, and it's noisy, so bear with me. And you guys know I have a new microphone, so it's probably hella loud. But my room is not empty, and one of my roommates is making phone calls, so I'd rather be out here than end up having someone's conversation in my live recording, right? Here we are. Welcome to another Monday of the Get Paid with Creative Nomad show. I do apologize, you guys, for canceling the end of the week, but I had a lot. I still do. I still have a lot going on and a lot to get done. And, right now I'm still a one woman show. So today we're picking up with episode 26, which was it's an I day. So it's innovative. That is today's word. Innovative. It is really essential. We've touched upon something very similar to this a few episodes back. I don't remember which episode it was, but innovating is not reinventing the wheel, right? You're not creating something that has never, ever, ever been heard of before. We're not reinventing the wheel. We're not re-slicing bread. We are reimagining, repurposing, forward thinking. To me, these are some words that really define being innovative, being able to predict what's coming next and being ahead of everyone else, ahead of your competition, dominating, right? Dominating that space, being able to successfully achieve creating something or reimagining something that people are already used to, familiar with, accustomed to how it functions, have no complaints or problems about the functionality of the thing. But we're in the age of technology, right? Artificial intelligence. So everything pretty much can be repurposed, reimagined, redesigned, made more modern, made more user friendly, more convenient, better design, anything. The opportunities are limitless. The opportunities to be innovative in every single space there is limitless. I mean, think about it. They're even coming up with more innovative ways to give birth or to who can fucking be pregnant. Everything is about moving forward and innovating. It's just a matter of, will you be the next one to create some amazing, innovative thing? You know what I mean? Or to reimagine something that is already out here on the market, or create an app. Do you guys remember back when apps really started getting big and it was the commercials, the different advertisements was like, oh yeah, there's an app for that. There's an app for that. There's an app for that. If there isn't, you can be the one to create an app for that. Those who have been watching me since Hotel Honda know that I have mentioned this before, and it's still something that I'm looking into. I won't say stuck. I'm still I'm still thinking about, I'm still open to ideas flowing to me. Let me say it like that. Because I'm not putting anything together or thinking about it, but it's something I actively put on my subconscious to figure out what kind of app I can create. What is it that we need a need for? Something is out there. It will come to me because I keep, again, if you guys have been watching since Hotel Honda, I've mentioned it before. And to this day, I'm still waiting on that thing to come. So create it. There's an app for that. If there isn't, you can be the one to innovate, to create it, to give us something we didn't even know we were missing. That is being innovative. That is, even when it comes to parenting, I always, just for anyone who watches these in the future, I always bring up, parenthood and different things like that, because getting paid, in the sense of how we break it down, is still just as relevant raising a family as it is a business. So even when it comes to child rearing, comes to discipline, being innovative, you know what I mean? Being creative with this discipline. Like, I was not a just one and done, I'm gonna whoop my kids. No, 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 no. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. When it comes to discipline, even in the schools, they were very creative. We were able to get spanked in school. So there were levels to the spankings, to even where you got swatted, what you got swatted with. So they used to, one of our disciplines is we would have to face the chalkboard in front of the class. This would be like for talking in like your first offense. You know what I mean? Your first offense, you got to come up to the class and you got to stand with your arms out like this and face the chalkboard. Not like this. Nope. The teacher would come with the yardstick, pep, 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 put them up, and you would be out there, right? So now you crying, snot and tears running down your face. You're just like, oh my God. And you have to. So that was one of the disciplinary actions I used when raising my kids. When they would fight with one another, and not necessarily, they were toddlers, so you know how toddler siblings fight. That is when I would make them do that. When they would deliberately, my daughter especially, when she would deliberately do something that she even hesitated on doing because she knew she was doing wrong, that is when I would spank her. That's when I would, because but I always talked, spanked, talked, and hugged after. That was my normal routine. It wasn't some Mary Poppins shit. That's just what I felt like I would have appreciated from my mother, especially. Like, my family in St. Louis, they did that. So to me, that was, it's not, when it comes to this, and as a parent, thinking back to my kindergarten days, my first, second, third grade days, to my child, that's innovative. Like this, like, where the hell, this millennial kid is wondering, where the hell did she get this from? Like, what kind of corporal punishment is this? But that was innovative. That was creative. You know what I mean? It wasn't original, but to do that as a Gen Xer with millennial kids as toddlers, as a teen mom at that, and who you have to be innovative. You have to be innovative in every aspect, every aspect of life, period. Raising kids, um, building a business, starting any type of little side hustle, turning a hobby into a business, you have to be innovative. You have to be innovative to advance and move forward successfully and to grow successfully and to learn. Like, if you don't try to do shit that's different, if you don't try that crazy idea in your head, if you don't at least go for that fucking thing that, that visual that you got that was like, what? Why the hell would I do that? Well, because it was awesome in your head. So that's why you would do it and it came to you. So figure it out and do it. We always get innovative ideas. We always have innovative ideas come to us. Like, you don't just get good ideas that come to you right out of the blue. That's the same shit that's already done. Like, it doesn't just pop in your head, I should create another Kentucky Fried Chicken with however many secret spice, you know what I mean? Like, just the same exact thing. No, no. Innovation is the ideas that we let go by. That is our innovation right there. The shit that we ignore, the shit that we procrastinate about, the ideas that we have that's like, when you see, because it has happened to a lot of people, I can't recall in my lifetime if it has happened to me so far. I don't want to say a firm no, and I don't want to say a firm yes. I'm really a rough iffy, but um, innovation, also is when you see something and you're like, I had that idea. I had that idea. Hey, it's going to, that's why there's nothing new under the sun. These innovations have to happen, right? They have to develop, they have to exist. Whether it's something that came to me and I passed on it, and maybe somewhere within that decade it comes to someone else, but it's going to keep coming to different people until someone develops, creates, or whatever, you know, brings to life this idea that the universe is trying to get out. So the energy is going to keep transferring. It's going to keep transferring until someone creates the matter, until someone puts forth the effort to actually make it happen. So that is that's innovative. Acting on your fucking ideas, acting on the random shit that comes to you. So you don't have to be like, oh, looking at an infomercial one early morning when you can't sleep at 3 a.m. and you're like, fuck, I had that idea years ago. Yeah, you sat on it. You slept on it. You thought about it until someone else acted on it. We can't, I can't, none of us can afford to let our brilliant ideas go. We have to at least write them down, store them, consider them, look into them. We have to at least. And then once we see that it's a viable idea, it's a good idea. Oh, it's going to be some fucking work, but I can make this happen. Oh, and then the juices are going to be flowing. Then you're going to be like, oh, but here's the reality. Here's the reality of human beings. We get overwhelmed. We get overwhelmed. And we may have all of the best intentions. We may have our moments of putting in great amounts of effort. And for those moments, we really genuinely believe that we will succeed. It's keeping that until it becomes true. That is the difficulty. That is the majority. Not being able to keep that same energy. So you can be innovative. You can be all of the everything. You can be all of the everything. And we talked about that in episode, what was it? What was it? It was just last week. Was it no, it wasn't ambition. But you know when it'll come to me. But yeah, you can have all of the everything really if you can't stick with it to see it through, even when it comes to raising children, like if you can't keep that consistency, keep that energy, keep whatever it is, keep it up until they are adults and out on their own. And by then it just is second nature. It's just, then yeah, it's going to be tough to succeed. And this is the reality for the majority of human beings that set out to do something. Not just going with, and I don't know the breakdown of the percentage that they say, right? Like, I don't know if it's a breakdown of all humanity or of those who actually set out to be business owners and entrepreneurs and things like that. So, but even of those that do set out, the majority, don't make it because it is really, 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 really effing tough to keep going, mainly when it takes you longer to start seeing results of your efforts, like any kind of results, you know what I mean? Like consistent. So then it's it's tough, and especially when you're being innovative, right? Especially when you have this discipline and you're sticking to your schedule, you're doing okay, yeah, you could be doing better, and maybe it's that, but it's like, I don't know, you don't know what it is, you just have to keep going. And that's pretty much what I'm trying to say, regardless of which end of the spectrum you're on. Shit coming a bit easier for you in the grind, or you really having to fucking grind it out, right? To get something, but you keep watering your seeds and you keep planting more seeds and you keep watering, you keep planting, and you keep the proper amount of light and, the proper amounts of water. Make sure you don't over or under, you pick up where you can when you notice, whatever. You just are trying to stay on top, keep going until you make your dream, your goal, whatever that is, a reality. So stay innovating, stay constantly being open to ideas, infinite intelligence bringing you ideas regularly. You guys have heard me say before, which I got from one of my cyber mentors, think on paper, think on paper. Even your memo pad on your phone, you know what I mean? Whatever it is, just you have thoughts, jot them down. Your phone is something you always have with you. So you got notes, memos on your phone, jot them down. Random idea just comes to you, jot it down. Something comes to you, stay aware of how often you get ideas. Keep note, take track Take track of that. Take record of how often you get ideas. So that means you have to start being aware, right? You have to start paying attention to the thoughts that enter your head, to your subconscious thoughts. And it would be interesting for you guys to see for yourself how many ideas you get, especially if you're already somewhat trained to uh, picking up on the ideas that you have, calling them out when they come, like, oh, that's a good idea. At least if it's something that subtle, just acknowledging that you just had a brilliant idea that the universe just brought to you directly, specifically, like this was a present. Like, have you ever thought about why it's called the present? It's a gift. It's a gift. So everything that happens in the present moment is a gift to us as human beings, having the strongest, most divine connection to infinite intelligence, to the universe, the energy that we. So it's just like, you know, be thankful, be grateful for that, and just be aware of how many great, innovative ideas we get every single day, all day long. And then start writing them down, looking into them, acting on them, innovating. And then the more you use it, the more that muscle grows and, gets built up, and you become more creative, and all kinds of ideas just start coming to you now, and just, all kind of things. And when, if like me, right, you guys as creative nomads, if you guys have all ever not been a moment in your life when you haven't been surrounded by art or what you're creating, or you know what I mean, there's always, that's just who you are. So you are constantly creating. That's why now people, at every aspect of my life, people have always been like, you do a lot, you do a lot, you do. I'm just creative, period. Everything. There's not anything that I do that I don't add some creativity to. That includes everything. And I do mean everything. Like, there's just, I can't help it. I can't even help myself. It's just, why just do it regular when you can try this? You know what I'm saying? It's always been me. And I just love it. I can't imagine not being innovative. And I do think that is synonymous with creativity, because you're not a really creative person isn't like recreating, you know, you're inspired by, you don't recreate. A true artist, in my opinion, of those that I've seen, that I've heard, because I love when I hear people that share my beliefs on something. Um, and I've heard them say multiple that they don't do recreations. If that's your inspiration, okay, I'll create something based off of your inspiration, but I don't recreate. I'm an artist. I don't recreate unless I choose to recreate something for myself. Do you know what I mean? Like, even as a makeup artist and a hairstylist, when I was working behind the chair, people would come with pictures and, okay, baby, well, I'm not going to recreate this. I will, it'll be inspired by, and then it's going to be something to fit you. It'll be something based off your hair type, how your hair speaks to me, what your face shape, you know what I mean? So all of that. But no, I don't do recreations. If there's, if there was a makeup or hair look that I wanted to recreate, I wanted to do that. Then I would look for a model. I would put together a photo shoot, and then that is what I do if I'm going to recreate something. But I'm not going to recreate someone else's work when you can just go and get that artist that did it or that designer that did it. And if you can't, then I don't know, I can't do it for you. But, again, that's why for me, creativity and innovate are synonymous. You cannot be innovative without being creative. You just, they go hand in hand. They really go hand in hand. So it is that forward thinking. It's that reimagining something, not even repurposing, but like reimagining it. Like, oh, okay, we have this. Oh, what if we're able to do this with it and then spin it like that? That's innovative. That's okay, 21st century thinking. That's 22nd century thinking. You know what I mean? Like, this is thinking ahead. This is seeing what we have now, seeing what's at the touch of our fingers now, seeing what is just at the end of our fucking cell phone and just so convenient right now, and how we can take that to these crazy different spaces that who knows? Like, who knows what generations after my lifetime are going to have? Like, really, who knows what kind of innovation there's going to be happening at that time? Because now the things that's being tested, the things that are in the works, the things that are happening right now is beyond, so far beyond where we even imagined. I mean, yes, I know we thought we'd be already in flying cars, like in the mainstream and shit like that. But like, we're right there. We are right there. Shit. And I mean, fuck, we have airplanes. Essentially, that those are flying cars. They're just more like flying buses, you know. But we have big, massive vehicles that fly in the air, pretty much, is my point. And then it's like, well, would there be a road? Would it, you know, if it flies, why does it need wheels? It wouldn't have wheels, right? And what would it look like? And there's still a lot of variables because of what we are, you know, the planet that we're on. So, but innovation, who knows? Technology, um, being innovative with technology, creating different strong fibers out of things that you never would have thought of, things that former scientists never even thought of. Shit like that is just, everything is possible. Everything is possible. So if an idea comes to you, that, my dear, is innovation. That is innovation directly knocking on your door saying, hey, let's do this. Come out and play. Let's make this thing happen. And if it's a good thing, if it's a great idea, if they play well with others, if you could build it to last, it's sustainable, shoot your shot. Go for it. Go for it, man. Why not? Why not? You have to maximum effort. That's also maximum effort, going for taking your shot when you can, when it's open, or just taking it, dunking over someone, dominating, because you just are relentless. You just won't give up. You won't stop creating. You won't stop innovating. You won't let up. Yep. Keep the rain pouring. Keep the rain pouring, baby. Make them get their umbrella. Ella. Shit. I mean, fuck it. You have to work for it, so make your competition work for it. That's really what it's all about. That's innovative. That's innovative. You have to work for it. So while you're working for it, you might as well innovate like a motherfucker and make your competition work for it. Make sure they're working for it as well. Mm, I just, I'm checking myself. I just had an idea. Mm-hmm. This is what, uh-oh. This is what I needed. And I'm constantly working on it. I'm constantly working on it. But yeah, innovate. Innovate, you guys. Innovate. Don't let the ideas pass you by. So be forward thinking and command your subconscious. If you want to start getting better at collecting the ideas that come to you and being aware of them, I say command your subconscious at night. Command your subconscious to, one, bring you ideas. For one, I'd say um, to give you a restful, peaceful night rest, replenish your body, replenish your brain cells, restore and replenish all of your cells. You know what I mean? Give you energy. Make sure you wake up refreshed and ready to go at insert whatever time your alarm goes off, and just be grateful for the day and making it through the day into the night time for you to go to sleep. And then command that um, infinite intelligence, the universe, brings you ideas, bring you creative ideas, enhance your creativity, bring you innovative ideas, bring you forward moving, forward thinking ideas, however you want to phrase it. But just do this every night before you go to sleep, relax, meditate, whatever, verbally out loud, command your subconscious, and then go to sleep, wake up, and be ready to be aware. Even that is a good command, to command your subconscious to be aware of ideas that you have, because that's what's going to speak to your conscious, right? So it's like, just put it everywhere. Put it everywhere is what I say. Put it everywhere. You just want to start collecting your ideas, collecting the innovative ideas that the universe gives to you. I mean, why not? And the reason I took a break and cut in to mention about how even the keep on gets tough is because that really is the reality. Like, I've talked to so many people that of many different generations that really don't even have a positive view of business ownership, because I spoke with one young millennial that said he didn't, business ownership, and I've heard several say this. I've had conversations with several people, not necessarily millennials, but different people. So he didn't, think there was any benefit to owning a business because his dad has been struggling owning his business for, I don't know, 20 plus years or whatever. And I was just like, well, that's financial planning. He doesn't work his finances well. So, of course, that's going to be reflected in everything from his home, his house, his business, everything. It's like he works a job for himself. And that's what oh boy said too. I said, but that's not, the paradigm. Like that's not the model of owning a business. You want it to thrive, and now it, has children of its own and legs of its own, and it's making money for you. And now that money is off doing other things, and now making so. It all comes down to how deep we have our roots planted, how deep we believe, how deep we're invested. Do we just want to work hand to mouth for ourselves? Or do we want to work hand to mouth for someone else as a W 2 employee, as, in corporate America? Or do you want to, just barely fucking get by in corporate America? Do you want to be a struggling, you know, um, self employed, creative? Or do you want to have a thriving business? Do you want to be able to teach for the low, for low prices, for affordable prices, because your art or your other creative businesses are doing so well, but you really love to teach, but you want it to be financially independent, and you want to create generational wealth for yourself. So it's like all of these things are going to require deep roots, which take years of working on consistently, every single day, and not. And again, this is why I put this together, because I need structure. I was brought up that way. So once I got on my own, and that is where I realized that I really just came unglued and didn't stick to my upbringing of structure and discipline. I kept it within as far as how I maintain my house, and, not just being completely wild and, untamed, shit like that, as far as my behaviors and things like that. But again, I let go of the structure and the discipline and allowed myself to become a wandering generality instead of the meaningful specific that was brought up to be, and also had ideas and visions of being. But it required exactly the structure and discipline that I was brought up with. So this again, along for those who have been watching my channel since Hotel Honda, which goes back to me uprooting my life in Minnesota, uprooting my business, just leaving everything, moving clear to the other side of the country, and really really figuring out who I was at that time, and where did I go wrong, and whose life am I living, because this isn't the life that I pictured for myself. And that is where this whole journey began, right? So I created this, the Get Paid with Creative Nomad show, because I need to get that structure and discipline back into my life. Um, because I want to get paid. I'm working on building things that have been in my head for 20 plus years, and it's like I can't keep sitting on the sidelines or keep being a wandering generality. I can't keep being a free spirit in the sense of I don't have roots, and I'm just allowing the wind to take me wherever it blows. No, 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 no. Yes, I'm a nomad. Yes, I am a free spirit. Absolutely. Absolutely. I have my lines in the sand. know who I am, my core, right? But I have a goal. So as shit come, as the wind blows, I can't just, I bend, I sway, but I don't do that anymore. I don't do that anymore because now I'm focused. Now I have a goal. Now I know how to follow directions, which is my plan. I know that uh, how to check myself when I get off the mark, when I feel myself being a little too lazy that week, or, day by day, or whatever it is, not being totally on my A game, because I need to get to where I have a team. So it's like the more I slack, the longer this shit's gonna take me, and these are little things that I'm figuring out as a business owner, as a small business owner, as, still pretty much being a startup. And so, command your subconscious, innovation, creativity, consistency, belief that you can, they are absolutely essential. Absolutely essential. And I'm going to leave you guys with that. I really, really, really hope you guys got something out of this episode. If you're watching this in the future, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you as well got something out of this episode. I know I did. It was absolutely a great episode for me. So thank you guys for tuning in. If you like it, go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe to your girl's channel. That'll help me out a lot. I am working on getting monetized. So I'm also getting an SD card. So I do want to put a lot more effort into my YouTube channel. I got a microphone and a light and, a whole little setup. So I like how it's looking in the camera, and everything is good. Everything is nice. I'm building at a proper pace. So yeah, if you guys enjoy this series, subscribe to my channel. For those of you who are subscribed, thank you so much. And again, the progress and accountability chain is still open. As you guys know, that's just a part of this series. So the email is in the description. You can email me there. Emails have to be in by Thursday. By Thursday night, 11 midnight Pacific Standard Time. I'm on California time. So we do the show 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Friday is the day that we do the P.A.I.D celebration. So it has to be in Thursday by midnight, by 11:59. Let me say, actually, because I do want them in before before Friday. So have them in by 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And yeah, you guys, thank you so much for, just rocking with me. That's dope. I appreciate y'all. We're going to grow this community and just be here for one another, and, support one another in our endeavors and our efforts, and just, encourage and uplift one another. All human beings, all skin tones, nationalities, all business, all, no matter what area you're trying to get paid and be successful in your life. And again, success, we're not defining it in a monetary value. It is defined by you, each individual. But I mean success in the sense of what would make you a great person to you. What do you feel like you need to work on to be a great human being? That is the success that I speak of with the Get Paid with Creative Nomad show. You can use it to get paid in building a business and grow, moving up in your company, whatever it may be, raising a family, these are building blocks that I put together. It's interchangeable, and really with work, consistency, dedication, with these different PAID breakdowns, we all, with our best efforts, will absolutely be successful and getting paid in whatever sense we deem necessary. It's really in our control. So, thank you guys so much for tuning in. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for D. I do apologize again for being off schedule, but we'll get back on P Mondays. All right. So see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great evening. Peace.